Hello, you guys. Now my webcam's too high. Let's push it back a little bit. Alright, and we're good. Hey guys, it's me Sid. What's up? I'm back, and we're gonna be doing a coming to life sort of project in Photoshop, really. Alright, so this is what I did February, so 2 months ago, and I don't exactly remember how I did this, but I did it. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make something similar to so I know how I made it, but we're gonna have to follow the steps from some instructions that they gave me on how to use. So I'm not gonna make this. I'm gonna do something similar to this. Okay. So what I did was here I took three coffee mugs or cups or whatever you want to use, and I took a picture of stairs. And what I wanted to show is basically them coming in terms of, but look, this actually looks real. I used blur effects to make it look more realistic, and so first I took a picture of stairs. Honestly, it's actually gonna look better than this. I'm going to try to make it look a little better than this. So first of all, I took a picture of just the stairs, okay? One picture of just the stairs, and then a picture of each cup, okay? Now you're like, Sid, a cup can't just be floating in midair. I mean, we're not going to drop a cup and let it roll down the stairs. It could break. So, truth be told, this is not a picture that I took, okay? This is what I did. If you notice, right near the cup, right above the handle, I put a little bit of rope in it, or some sort of line, something. So and then I attached it up. So then when you're holding the rope, it's attached. And then I used Photoshop, or I just erased the rope out. Okay, and same thing I did for this one, but it kind of looks realistic. I mean, the blur of the effect. So first you got the cup, it's kind of tipping, then it turns down, and then it turns once again. So it starts here, it turns up, handle up, and then it falls down on its side. So we're gonna try to make something similar to this. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Basically, I took a picture of the exact same stairs. I took a picture of the cups, not the exact same cups, but cups similar to it. And in the end, we're going to get an effect similar because this works. I like it. I want to show you guys how to do something like this. Okay, why do something that is completely different. Okay, I haven't made a video on how to do this, but I would have if I wanted to. But it's going to be fun, so go ahead and take your pictures in. I should also do that, okay? When my pictures are on my phone, I just need to set my computer over here. So let's go ahead and take that taken care of, okay? So, yeah, so they will probably have a rope attached to it. All right. Now for the first one, you don't need a rope attached to it. Okay, you can attach a rope to it if you want to. Maybe if you're starting from a stair, but for the first one, you do not need a rope for that one. Okay, the handle is as it is. Okay, unless you wanna, we're gonna make it look like it's actually up, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay. I mean, yeah, there's really like no point of adding a rope. Okay. So yeah, alright, we're gonna make something very similar to this. Alright, so first you've got, and with the cup, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna remove the background of the cups. Alright, so I probably will use move that BG. Alright, and remove all the stuff the cup is kind of showing. Alright. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Also, we're gonna try to make sure the lighting is also good. For example, we want the shadow to kind of match because when you take a picture, there's gonna be shadow, okay? And that's just my shadow, me standing there, okay? So obviously, you got the light side and the dark side, okay? But so yeah, all right, and as you can see right over here, I don't know if you guys pay attention of it. Actually, I was trying to. There was some rope here that I was trying to erase, but in that occasion, it made me lose some of the handle. Now, in my opinion, that's like the handle broke. Just let's just assume that the handle broke. Okay, and that's an idea. Okay, if something doesn't work, then come on, maybe we could just say that the handle broke. Okay, because it, I don't know, fell over two staircases, and then it was fine, and then it's almost broken, and then it broke. Alright, the part that attaches to it, anyway, this part. You can call it like that, okay? You know, it's your choice. Just come up with your own ideas on what you want to say, I guess. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. And then, so get 3 cups. We're going to do 3 cups, okay? You can do more than 3 if you want, I guess, depending on the amount of stairs you have. Since I took a picture of 1, 2, 3 stairs, I had 3 pictures, okay? So they're in. I'm gonna quickly go ahead and download it really quickly, guys. So in that, I'll just turn my display capture off, quickly get my pictures, and then yeah, we'll get started. All right. I don't want this video to be long. All right, but Yeah. Well, my computer's frozen, you guys. So we may experience some issues. Okay. I think it should be fine, but then again, I don't know. No, it's not fine. How this happens, my computer just freezes and like I can't open up tabs and all that stuff. I don't have a lot of tabs open. Well, you could say that, I guess, but I really don't. Alright guys, it's 3:36 p.m. right now and I haven't really done anything at all today. I'm gonna just close some tabs, I guess, that I don't need right now. Alright? Because I don't need all of these tabs, that is. Alright. So yeah. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got those pictures downloaded right here. So if you guys are wondering after this, as I said, the Photoshop unit is pretty much wrapping up, and the point of this was this, okay? We wanted to take you from not know stuff to good. People who don't know anything to know somewhat, okay? That was the point of this. Let's play this, that is. Okay. But where are my pictures? Yeah, something's not right. And I mean, something isn't right. I think it might just be my files taking a while, but they're just pictures. Let me go ahead and check. And see if it got there. Okay, they're coming in different orders. Let's download by the ones I need first. First, I need the stairs. Then I need cup 1. Then I need cup 2. And then I need cup 3. And there we go. That's everything. Alright, you guys. So I will turn my display capture on really quickly. Okay. So yeah. Got this little Google thing going on, I guess. Laura Bass. Yeah, anyway. So go to Photoshop. Okay. Click on File, New. Alright, File, New. So we're gonna make our document. Alright, we'll do that first. So 8x10. So as I said, last name underscore project. So last name underscore, call it coming to life. 8x10, 400. Yep. All right, that's great. All right, so here's your document. Click File, Open. All right. So go to Downloads, and we're going to be looking for our stairs. I think the first one is stairs. Yeah, so we'll get the stairs one first. Alright, so here's our stair, okay? That is my shadow, but you can't just get rid of shadow, okay? Even if you turn the flash on, okay? There's always going to be shadow. So, shadow's fine, alright? It's not that I'm trying to make the shadow go away. But you can just, find some other ways to move it, I guess. Alright, in Photoshop it does come with its own shadows, alright, for objects that should get shadows, but just give the object the shadow that it needs in order to make it look more realistic, okay? Anyway, and there we go. So here are our stairs. So stair 1, stair 2, stair 3. I took a little bit of stair 4. I don't need a stair 4 really, but yeah. And I don't know if you guys can tell that these are stairs, because I didn't take it as wide as this before. Sure, let me look at my old one. Where's the old one? This one. Yeah, and this was more of a bright, sunny, really cold day in February. Alright? But it wasn't that wide either. It was probably more bright. It's really dark outside. Anyway, got our pictures here. Now what we're gonna do is, I guess we can start in remove.bg. Alright? Because I guess that's the next logical step, okay? So go ahead and remove that BG, okay, where we're going to remove our background, okay. Now you can either remove your background for the wire in Photoshop or here, or we can just do it all in Photoshop, but I like to use remove that BG. Just get it done with. So we're going to do it by one download at a time. So if this was there, then this was probably cup 1. I know it's a little bright on your end, but yeah. So here's cup 1, okay? And it removed everything, okay? It doesn't even have the wire in it, okay? Actually, there is no wire, so that's probably why that happened. So go ahead and download it, okay? Now go to Photoshop. We'll do one at a time because we'll download one, then bring one in. Download one, then bring one in. Okay, so go to Photoshop, File, Open, in Downloads, our newest one. Alright, open that up. Okay? And there it is. There's our cup. Control A, Control C, and then why is it taking a while, and then Control V. Okay? Where is it? Where's our cup? Wait. Where's our cup, you guys? I don't see your cup. Oh, there it is. And I should have seen it if it's gonna be there, but it's really tiny probably. Anyway, let's Control T that. I'm gonna do a little transformation here. I'm gonna make it a little bigger, okay? Just like that. And here, call it by the layer it is. So call layer 1 stairs, and call layer 2. Finish loading. Couple. Now, like I said, what are some effects we can kind of add to make it look more realistic? Well, one thing I like about it is if we go to filter, then filter. I'm not working on it. It's like layer. Couple 1. If you go to filter, blur, and then you've got these cool different types of blurs. I really like the Gaussian blur, and then you can choose how much you want to blur it by. What does that mean? Alright, choose how much blur you want to give it and how many pixels you want to give that blur in, okay? I know it doesn't change much, but yeah. Actually, let me look at what the instructions say on my phone, okay? Because the instructions are good to read stuff, okay? They have everything I need to know, okay? Alright, so let's watch the video with the instructions. Alright. Okay. So let me just quickly go over them. Okay. Okay, you guys, I know what to do. Alright, so yeah, alright. So the first one's done. No, I'm not gonna change the first one, okay? I like the first one. Let's go ahead and get the second one in, okay? Upload image. Alright, so now we're gonna do the second cup, alright, that is. Alright, so we go to downloads, and then, let's see. This is cup 2, I believe. Open that up. Alright, so this is cup 2, okay? And as you can see, this is right here, the little wire I was talking about. I had a little orange wire in to make it kind of seem like that. Now, somebody might say, Sid, you don't need a wire, alright? You know, you can just kind of tilt it sideways, and then you don't need the wire, because if you have that sideways tilt, and then you can kind of like make it look up. But we're all about realism here, okay, on my channel, and it's fine. We can still get rid of that wire, okay? And we're going to use the spotting brush tool, okay, which is just the J keyboard, I guess you can hit J. And by doing that, you will have, I guess, achieved some sort of greatness without using Remake BG for everything. Because Remake BG will, I don't know, probably make some sort of mistake in that, and we really don't want any mistakes here. So think about it. If it's here and then it falls, it's gonna come. Oh, but well, we wanted more realism here, right? First, let's fix that, okay? So you can rotate it if you guys want, alright? We are going to rotate a little bit, right? And right-click. You can also distort it a little bit, I guess, if you wanted to. Kind of make it look like, I don't know, it kind of belongs in its own spot. Like it's about to fall, I guess. So we can kind of sort of distort through the images if you want, alright? Honestly, here's my perspective, okay? Do the first image last, or the first cup last, because once you have perspective and how you want things to go, then you'll honestly know what kind of changes you need to make with your image, and I don't know, that's just how I think, okay? We didn't really change that much. It's still there. It's still the same cup, but yeah. Let me actually open up Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom. Open that up. Adobe Lightroom Classic, or yeah, whatever. Okay, and then maybe see if we can use that if you want for lighting. Alright, but yeah. So, I guess what, it still doesn't look like how I did it though, right guys? Still doesn't look like it, huh? No, we don't need Lightroom. So, I guess still, rotate it a little bit more, or can skew it if you want. But in my mind, rotating it seems like a good option, because they're showing that it's like just about to fall. It's like right over the edge, alright? And it's leaning into it, okay? So yeah, so think about it. If it's gonna fall right over here, actually, let me see how I made it the first time, okay? Okay, so what is in it? The layer. Alright, this is taking too long. Close window. Close program. You may say I'm trying a little bit too hard, you guys, but that's just what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. Close window for that. Close the program. Alright. So, what did I do here, okay? Let's see. Filter. Blur. Oh, I see what I did. Filter. Blur. Or no. I know exactly what I did. I remember now. Filter, blur. Motion blur. And then... wait, cancel. How much did I do for this one, okay? Filter, blur, motion blur, yeah. Motion blur. I did 10 pixels, 0 angle. Filter, no, that's file. Motion blur, 0, 10 pixels, okay. No, that didn't do much. Filter, blur, motion blur. Where'd that go? Motion blur. Gotta give it some sort of blur, okay? A little bit of blur. Okay. I don't know if that did anything to it really, but oh well. Now, let's just focus on the second one, I guess. Cup 2. I'll make this video a little bit long so we can kind of get everything in. I don't want to leave the details out. If you want, you can kind of pause it and see what works. Okay, I know I've been recording for quite some time now, but long videos isn't the key, okay? The key is making sure that we got almost everything that we needed, okay? Oh, that looks nice, actually. And then what we're going to do is press J, and then I'm at the patch tool. We need to go to the spot healing brush tool. Alright, and then we're going to go to Cup 2 with the spot healing brush tool. And I'm at what? 19 with the spot healing brush tool. If we can kind of do something like that. What we're basically doing is we're spot healing that brush tool basically. Alright, I know I have, oh, you guys can't see my full screen, can you? I'm too much to the, a little too much to the left, aren't I? Or actually, here, let's do this. Now you guys can kind of see my foreground color is blue actually, and my background color is black. Or white, sorry. But because of that, it'll make it just as how I want it to be, okay? Alright. So yeah, what we're as I said, what we're basically doing is just spot healing that thing. Alright. Now imagine this, okay? Let's say you want to remove that BG and you clicked edit on this image right over here, and then you were trying to erase with a small brush this thing right over here. It would cut out that thing. It would cut out some of that porphyrin. Sure, it will get the job done, but it won't look as natural. And we want to keep it on if we could. Alright, keeping it on is basically what we want. Okay, these are actually cracks. Let's call this yellow thing cracks. Actually, okay. Alright, now let me keep watching the video. See if there's anything else I need to know. Okay. Alright, give me 2 minutes, guys. Alright, yeah. So it's pretty much the same thing, okay? So now we can go to filter, blur, alright, and then we've got different types of blur, okay? So we've got average blur, alright, but we don't want average blur, okay, because average blur looks weird. What else we've got? We've got Gaussian blur. We're gonna put a little bit of Gaussian blur in it, okay? Not too much, okay? Just a little bit of Gaussian blur. And then filter, blur, motion blur. And we're gonna put a little bit of motion blur in it, okay? 34 pixels, okay? And there we have it, okay? And then we're just gonna hit Control T. Okay, hit Control T. Alright, I'm gonna make this thing a little bit better. Even out the edges a little bit, guys, so it looks about the same size roughly. Alright, now I just want to be like, here's your original picture, and boom, now it's here, okay? Now some of you guys may be saying, Sid, this is not natural, okay? If the cup's here, then it should tilt this way, okay? Like, sure, the fall would be here, but, and that's what I'm gonna do, guys. So actually, I am going to rotate. I'm going to right click, rotate. I'm going to rotate it and be just like this, okay? So, but now you'd be like saying, but Sid, no, the tilt is here, alright? Meaning, if it falls here and the tilt is there, then this needs to be more so here, right? But the problem is if it falls, it should fall this way. So we're going to do Control T, right click, rotate, and we're going to rotate a little bit more to this side, okay? To show that it's already ready to come off and fall right there, okay? And it's going to fall around here.
Plus one skateboard, yeah?
Sure. Recording, so.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Close the door. Please, thank you. Alright, there we have it. So we have this, and then it falls, just like that, okay? Now, some of you guys may be saying, but Sid, I wanted to keep it a little bit more up, okay? Control T. As I said, we are pretty much refining the edges here, okay? And we're getting most of the work in, okay, through. So, refining the edges basically means you want the sides to kind of fit through, okay? It needs to look natural. Now, like I said, okay, so it turned on its side, okay? That's fine, alright? But how do we make it look more so like that, okay? And if it doesn't feel like it's gonna turn on its side, you can always just go right click, perspective, and then kind of change its perspective a little bit more, alright? Or if you don't want that, you can always go back to rotate, and then rotate a little bit more, alright? Like right over here, okay? And you can also distort it more, make it seem like it's gonna do that, alright? So yep, now it looks like it's actually going to go there, okay? So Control T, and then so the edges have now been refined, you guys, okay? It's going to look like it will actually fall there, okay? Because well, gravity, and it's falling downstairs. What else is it gonna do? Stay there. Alright, so it does have some force that is moving it to fall, okay? Right click. You can go to scale a little bit if you want. We can scale it through a little bit more. Oh, not there. What, like, well, truth be told, it's actually gonna fall somewhere around here, okay? Alright. Alright. Now we can do a little bit of skewing as well to kind of, I don't know, get the perspective really into it, okay? As I said, there was no motion blur effect, that's really it is. It's more so the action and then the really what's gonna happen if this happens. So as I said, you want to keep it somewhere here, okay? Alright. Now I'm gonna be like, Sid, isn't this a little bit too fast? It's not like it's just gonna act just like that. And you may be right about that. It's not just gonna fall. Alright, but we're trying to show that. Okay. Actually, wait, no. Control Z. Alright. Distort. Now, we're gonna distort. I wanted to Control Z it until we were in this position, because I needed to get back in this position, okay? There we go. So the edges are now starting to kind of fit through, you could say. Alright. And we can give a little bit of perspective if you want. Alright, perspective is always a cool little tool to use, you guys. Okay, some of you guys might say that. Alright, but we're not done with cup 2 yet, okay? There's one last thing, and like I said, there's 3 yellow. And even if we press J on cup 2, and then we use it a little bit, it still may not be exactly what we want. Alright. But we're gonna try and make it fit, okay? And honestly see what works and what doesn't work, okay? It's really what this is all about, okay? And there we have it, okay? Cup 2 is now done. I'm gonna use a little smaller brush tool, J tool, and I'm gonna make this thing look a little smaller. Okay? So, I don't want it to look teeny tiny either. And there we have it, okay? Now we're gonna do the last cup, okay? Cup 3, okay? So now let's go to remove that BG. Let's close that. Click upload image. Alright. Now we're gonna do the last cup, cup 3. So if you go to downloads, and then it's probably that one right there. This is cup 3, okay? It's straight again, okay? So the background's been removed, okay? Now if you click edit, and if you try, alright, actually, this does also have its own blur. That's probably how I did it. But the problem is with these blurs is that it doesn't look very realistic, because it empathizes mainly on just the cup, okay? And we do not want that, okay? So undo all of that stuff. Alright, when its background was gone, because we don't want it to have a background, okay? Sure, the blur thing is gonna make, but we don't want that to happen, okay? And then yeah, so next what we're gonna do is if you go to color, there are some colors you can choose from if you want to give it its own background, but we want to leave it transparent, okay? So yeah. Alright. Now if you go to erase/restore and you're like, hey, why don't we just, erase this thing? It'll erase part of the cup too, okay? I'm like, sure, there you go. Where is the cup? Okay. That's why we do not do that. Alright. So click download. It's fine. Alright. It's still gonna work fine. Photoshop. Right over here, okay? Click File, Open. Okay? And then, once we're in downloads, alright, it's the first one, alright. So here it is, okay? Now, this is the one where it's, we tilt it on its side and now it's back, okay? So we did a 180 flip on for it, okay? How it started. So now, where is it? It's this one, right? Yes. Oh, wait, no, it's this one. So now we're going to paste it here, and there it is. I see it. Alright, and we're going to call this layer cup 3, okay? Because this is cup 3. Alright. Okay. But we don't want to call it cup 1, this is cup 2, and this is cup 3, no. So we're just gonna call it, what should we call our layers? Let's think for a second. Because we don't wanna say, hey, this is cup 1, this is cup 2, this is cup 3. These are all the same, this is the same cup. And we don't want to say that these are different images of, like, this is image cup 1, image cup 2, image cup 3. No. Let's call it, let's see, straight, I don't know, like straight, sideways, upside down. We'll call it like that. No, I don't want to do anything to the layer. The layer is good. I'm trying to rename the layer. Sideways. Sideways, and then... what did I say? Upside down. Upside down. Alright, don't worry too much about naming the layers, okay? The project's where it's at. So now let's make this a little bigger, okay? So let's take in perspective, okay? On now where will the cup go, okay? So think of it this way, okay? This was here. Then we tilted it on its side. And now it's gonna fall relatively around here, okay? Because you gotta think, okay? So it was here. We tilted it on its side, and now it's here, okay? But now think, okay? Think for a second, okay, on what does that mean, okay? And then how will it look, okay? Now the blur thing, it doesn't really apply to this image specifically, okay? I mean, sure, we can make it as big as we want, you know? If we need to make it a little bigger. I think we do need to make this a little bigger, okay? It's too small. Alright. And then, yeah. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply some effects to... Wait. What is upside down? What is sideways? Nope, these are all named wrong. This is supposed to be upside down. And this is supposed to be straight. There we go. Okay. So now, take J, spot healing brush tool. So like, what's the difference between spot healing brush tool and healing tool? Well, healing tool is basically, for, I guess, perfections, really. And this is what it does. Okay? If you do go to straight, and then you do it, it's not going to work. You're going to have to do Alt and then do it, okay? But that's not really going to help us out, okay? Now, is it? So we are using J, the spot healing brush tool, okay? So take the spot healing brush tool and just start spot healing it, okay? Alright? Now, like I said, why isn't it working? First of all, I think it's a little too small. I think we can all agree on that, right? It's too small. So let's go ahead and start moving that. Why is it not removing, you may ask? Alright, because it is removing, but not efficiently enough, that is. Okay, see, now we got a piece. Alright. Now we got some more. Alright, now we got more. Alright, so if it's not working, don't make it smaller, make it bigger, okay? That's basically what it is. Ooh, I think I removed some parts. So now, actually, when we're going to the stair part again, you're gonna wanna try as hard as you can, and not remove the stairs, okay? Because if you remove the stairs, then you're gonna be like, that doesn't look right, no. So you're gonna want to make sure that it doesn't look like the stairs are actually are gone, you know. Because then they're like, hey, you must have done something, or used some tool, that is, to make it look like that. Alright. I know I said I'd make it look better, but maybe I lied back then. I don't know. We're gonna make it look pretty much the same, okay? The same amount of good and the same amount of bad. How about that? It's not good. As I said, when you're near the stair part, that's when it's hard, okay? At least this time I won't have to move the handle, that is. These are different cups, okay? You guys, like, these are completely different cups. The handles are on different sides and all. That's what in that picture in this one. Alright, it was a different rope after. The rope I used in that one was, I think it was a white rope. The rope I used in this one it wasn't even a rope. You need something, okay? Something to at least hand it on. And I was looking for something like, hey, Sam, you can find something. I was like, nope. And then eventually I just found this random thing that would look like kind of like a string. And that would work for me, I guess. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just use that. And it worked, you know. Didn't fail. Alright, but, yeah. Okay. Now, it's pretty much gone, okay? But we still want to look a little bit clear, okay? Like, just a little bit more clear, okay? As to how it should look. Alright. And then I think we may have some yellow over here. Nope, there's no yellow there. I'm just gonna leave that just like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna like, Sid, what is this? Okay, this just looks like a big mess right there, okay? We're gonna try to find that as well, okay? It is part of the cup though, actually. But yeah. Actually, let's remove all of that piece that is, okay? Or like part of it. That can't be part of it. Can it? Okay, yeah, that's not a part of it. It needs to get out. get the eraser tool. Let's just use the eraser tool actually. The eraser tool is much better, okay, because the eraser tool actually erases it, right, instead of like I guess leaving it there. So if you click E, you have this tool called the eraser tool. We don't want to erase the background and we don't want to magic erase anything because well, there's no magic to erase. Alright, so yeah. And it's not like the background magic tool either because there's no, or do I? We can use the background. Or we can use the background magic tool. The background magic tool also works. Alright, the background magic tool. But the problem is the background magic tool actually makes it the background color and we don't want that. Alright, you can try with the background magic tool, but it's more so best if we just use the eraser tool, because the eraser tool gets the job done. It's that tool. It's pretty much like the background eraser tool. And that gets the job done. That is. Alright, so just now you're like Sid, nope, nope. Nope. Might as well go to remove.bg and then think of something there. Because this doesn't look right at all. Not right at all. Yeah, you guys are right about that. So, what I guess I need to do is not like here I can go as hard as I want. Right? No, I can't do that. You know what? We need J. So here, if I go up too hard, then it's like... Now here we can go as hard as we want. Alright. Then let's go as hard as we want. And I wish they would just like detect, hey, why is there yellow there, and just move it like that. And I mean, it won't do exactly that, but you get the picture. We should at least, that is, get the picture. Oh, that looks nice, actually. Now, some of you guys may be saying, no, that looks ugly. Put that back. I mean, you guys can just say like, oh, that part cracked out. No. What is supposed to stay there, though, okay? That part of the handle. Because I know that's not real. And that's not real. Remove that. And then those parts aren't real either. There we go, actually. Not too bad. I'll leave that there because honestly, what can I do about that? Not a lot, really, that is. I think that's it, though. Let's increase the brush a little bit more, okay? Let's just make it a little bigger. Alright. Now let's make it smaller, since we kind of want to get the smaller edges out of there. Alright, there we go. And then, yeah. So now we'll do is, I guess, Control T, or here. So we did that, and then scale. And then I think right now that was the scale itself, only how big and how small you wanted it to be. I'd say that's taken care of, yeah. And then rotate it. Okay, so as you can see, we should probably rotate it to be a little bit more, I guess, on its side. That is because there's no way I like the cup stash. You're just gonna stand there straight, okay? This should also have some effect, okay? It's not like it's just gonna stand straight. Nothing in this picture at all should be standing straight, okay? And honestly, let me rotate cup 2 as well, okay? Or whatever I called it now. As I said, nothing in this picture at all should be straight. Okay? It should all, and let's move it a little bit closer because it's all towards the edge, you guys, is basically what I'm saying, okay? So yeah, and then this should also be towards a little bit towards the edge, okay? They should all be towards the edge because they're falling down the stairs, that is, okay? Control T. So, I think we rotated enough, right? Like, we gave it enough rotation. Because we kind of want to get the edges in. through. Alright. There we go. And then right click, skew. If you want, you can skew it a little bit. Just along the sidelines, that is. Alright, to kind of show a little bit of effect right there. Alright. And then right click, distort. We will distort it quite a bit, okay? To kind of show that it's distorted. And then right click, perspective. We are going to give it some perspective, because we need to. And then right click, warp. Well, actually no, don't warp that. Right click, distort. Actually, yeah, that's good enough. That's good. Alright. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to filter, blur. So we got blur, filter, blur. More blur. I'm going to give it a little bit of more blur. And then there's filter, blur, Gaussian blur. We did give it also a little bit of Gaussian blur, that is. Okay. And then filter, blur, motion blur. We're going to give it a little bit of motion blur, that is. Quite a bit of motion blur. Okay. So you guys, we are now done. Okay. The reason why we didn't give this much, actually we can give this just a little bit more. Filter, blur, motion blur. Let's give this a little bit more motion blur. 64 pixels, okay. So now see, now they're all blurred in their own way, that is, okay, you guys? Ooh, I've been recording for 48 minutes, but we're done, okay? But just before I save it, alright, alright, that is, you know, just keep doing your other projects, okay? We have like about, what, 3 more videos left, so not a lot. This unit is pretty much ending, and I'll be back soon, you guys, okay? Alright, so yeah. So, what's left, really? Alright, is, I guess you could say, what was that? Oh yeah, so after we did our levitation, or no, not levitation, so we did found object, composite image, scale, then it's human tongue mutation, add, subtract, levitation. I did those 3, and I just made a video on the next one, which is doing the light, and then there are 2 more left. One is probably gonna take me a while to do, because it's fun, but it's not gonna take me a while. Is self-portrait, alright, you know, so self-portrait basically would take everything we've done and we're gonna put it all together. I'll show you what a self-portrait is if you want to know. Probably, I don't know if I make a video for self-portrait, I might. And then next is last one is your choice, okay? So I have 2 more projects to do, but we'll see, okay? So yeah, this unit will end by April, okay? And by the end of the April, planning on this unit. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. I've been here for 50 minutes, but I guess I'm gonna go, and I will see you guys in the next video.